Hello everybody, here is a quick tutorial looking at RadarOpus 3.3, which is going to be released very soon. And I want to show you one of the exciting new features that we have, which is making your own repertory. So to do it, if you get 3.3, you will automatically get a 30-day free tryout of the payable features. There's a bundle that we've called Create and Analyze, and you can try it out for 30 days. So come up to the menu up here, click on File and create a new repertory. You can only create one because, obviously you can expand that as much as you like, whereas with the new Materia Medica you can make a whole bunch of them, which is cool. So yeah, you click here, create new repertory, and give it a title essentially. And then it will appear here in your table of contents, and you can opt to make it a favorite, and we'll look at making favorites in another video. So yeah, you create your repertory, and it starts with it says personal chapter, and that sort of harks back to when we released Synthesis Adonis. We created for you a personal chapter, which you can see here at the end. And that allows you to generate symptoms and cross-references and synonyms within the architecture of synthesis. And here you can see from the website, there's a link there that shows you how to personalize the personal chapter, what you can do. So that's a good resource there for learning how to use the additions tools, the editing tools. And there are, if you go to the what's new page, then you can look back to 2.2 and it'll show you how to work with the additions. So 3.2, 3.1, I think it's, yeah, look here, version 3. If you check the technical description there, you'll get the full details for how to work with our editing tools, which is what you're going to be using in your personal repertory. So essentially you can rename the personal chapter by clicking on additions again, and here modify the symptom level, which the shortcuts are always given. On a Mac it's Command F11, PC Control F11. And remember that you can set up, either on your external keyboard or in your preferences for your computer, whether you want the function keys, that's the F keys at the top, to act as, actual function buttons, or you want them to do screen brightness and volume and that sort of thing. So if I click here, I can change the name to something I like. And then if I, so wherever the hand is pointing, at any given time, that is where you're going to put in a new symptom level. So if I click here, add a new symptom level, I can either add it at the same level or as a sub-rubric. You see how it changes? And those changes are accessible via key commands also. So if I put it at the same level, I'm creating another chapter, essentially. You can see here I've created one called example. So if I do example 1, and then you either click checked, OK. That's just, so you check down there just to make sure it's, you've written it correctly, essentially. And then I can also remove it if I want to. So everything's accessible from that menu, which is a fast way to do it. Or you can use key commands, which are all written here. Or you can right click and access it from here. So that's one extra step, but it's fine to do that as well. And you'll see that we've given you all the tools that are available in Synthesis, like adding symptoms, adding remedies, changing the degree of a remedy. So if I go into a rubric with remedies and go change the degree, modify the degree, you can see here I can click on any one and then it will take me through and I can up that grading or change it in numerous ways. Yeah, and so Command F8 is the, let's see, okay, working. Okay, my keyboard's disconnected there. Command F8 will add a remedy. There's the window. You can expand that or contract it. And let me just show you how I built this this rubric here. So basically, I went for a word that is in synthesis just a synonym. And you know, if you type aggression into the mind chapter here, you'll see it takes you to the different, you know, sort of proper rubrics with remedies in. Now, you know, you can have freedom with your personal repertory, and if you want to use that word not as a synonym but as an actual rubric, you can, which is what I did here to give you an example. And I just added in a bunch of families that can be applicable here, and you'll see how the program lists all the constituent remedies there from the different groupings. Even predatory animals has a grouping now. So yeah, if you're working with families, this is a nice way for you to sculpt your own family repertory. And yeah, essentially, if we take this example here, belligerent, you know, another one where it's a very descriptive word. People have used it in provings. If I type that there and search for that word, it's set to search in the current document only. So if I change that to all references, and we'll see here, there's our full list. What I do is to view all the documents in one list. You see I clicked here, and then I view the summary, and then I can see the remedies. So I see at this window everything I need to make additions. If I drag that across, I can see positronium. If I hold there, I get the full bit of text, and if I want to, I can double click to open that proving and sort of be, you know, make sure that it's correct. And you know, in the mind section goes with aggression. Okay, I go back to the search window, double click on any tab header, closes the TOC, the table of contents, and I can see here the author reference code. So I know that I need to add positronium with NL2 to my repertory to make that work. Or if I wanted to add Cygnus Buick and the Buick Swan, I can check here. Irritable, short-tempered and belligerent, yes. Okay, from Penny Sterling, and the author reference is SLE2. Now, you don't have to remember the reference code, and I'll show you how to do it. But let's delete it first. I've already added it. So I right-click and remove this remedy. Okay. Then I'm going to add it again. Okay, Cygnus Buick. Okay, so I've just started typing the name. It came up. I double click and you'll see the RadarOpus remembers that I've already made that addition with the author reference SLE2 for Penelope Sterling. But I'll show you, you know, if I just type Swan here, okay, we have Swan as an author, but it should also come up in the name if it's written there. Let's see. Okay, not in this case. So if I put in Buick, there it is. So it's because, you know, she didn't put Swan in the title there. So I can put Buick or Cygnus or Sterling or SLE2. Okay, click and then OK. And it makes the addition. There's a slight bug at the moment where the first time you do it, the remedies disappear, but you just click the remedies bottle icon to bring them back. And there it is. That rubric can be used in a clipboard. All of these as soon as you've made them. And you can start building repertorizations based on your own very own repertory there, which is super cool. Okay, and you know, just to give you some other ideas, let's open up. At the moment, you don't get any icons yet for the different chapters. I started creating like the structure of an alphabetical repertory and synonyms here. The synonyms are basically words that I want to use at other points in the repertory. So if I click here, I go to the point in the repertory which contains all those synonyms. So you see here, I'm saying the left side of the row 2 periodic table has certain qualities expressed in cases here, and I've got here I've added the groups, beryllium, boron, lithium. So they're at the start of row 2, saying that the Magnolidae correspond, along with some plant families, some animal families, etc. So this rubric here gives me the opportunity to, add that to a repertorization based on my understanding of the periodic table through the work of Sholton or Sankaran or the Joshis and other people that have worked in that way. So yeah, that's one thing you can do. You can build yourself a kind of kingdoms style repertory. You can attach files. So that's like a file that I made with some ideas. You can make symptom notes here with, sort of extra keywords, all of which are available here. So you see, I can add a symptom note. And if you want to add a website or a link, you right click and go link to a file or a website. So you can link your own files in, which is nice if you've prepared loads of work on, coughs or, treating a certain condition. You could input that into your repertory and attach your file and have it all in, sort of one place. Down here, I started adding like source words related to the different groups in the animal kingdom, relating to their survival pattern, how they survive, with synonyms as well, so that it'll become possible to search those words, find those families at a later date, and of course use those in repertorizations if you wish. So you can see, I've been working on this a little while, but it's another section here where I've, looking at chunks of proving text and putting them in quite a kind of unedited form. So there are going to be lots of single rubrics here, but lots of people write nice summaries to their provings where they outline the themes. So I've taken those, chopped them up, and put them into my repertory. So those are some brief ideas of how you can use it. I hope that whets your whistle, gets you excited, and yeah, there'll be more videos soon.